Hey, we're back to do some good old-fashioned breaking and entering.
That we are. I descend the stairs and make my way to the front of the building where owner San had just come out to close up the shop. I'm just in time.
So I was telling him, wow, I can't believe you found one that's that big. They don't make them that size anymore. That's impressive, man.
But it's still way too early to be relieved.
All right, Daddy, that's nice.
Excuse me.
Yo, hey, what's up? Huh?
Prompted by my voice, owner San turns around, his hands still on the shutter.
Oh, hey, little lady, you're,
At my eye level are giant pectorals and arms as large as barrels. Just that alone is enough to almost make me fall to my knees.
Oh, Luca, you poor thing.
How am I supposed to even stop him? So...
Yeah, you're one of Okabe's, well. Hey, what's up?
Huh? His voice is unexpectedly gentle.
Yeah, what's wrong? You need something?
Oh, yes. And then, his transparent blue eyes. I've never seen them up close before, but they look so much more kind than I had ever expected.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm really nice to anyone who's not actually Okabe. It's about the other little lady.
I immediately know who he's referring to. You mean Mayuri-chan?
Yeah, that was her name. It's really too bad what happened, huh?
Why?
Definitely had nothing to do with it, though. How'd it shake out this timeline? It wasn't me.
There's this sadness to his voice. It's almost as if he's crying.
Daddy, did something happen to Mayuri?
And before either of us had realized it, his daughter is poking her head out from inside of the shop.
Hello, I'm also in this scene and learning about Mayuri's death for the first time.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Your pops is just talking to someone. Why don't you head back inside and watch some TV? I'll be done soon, alright?
Okay. I'm gonna learn how to dragon punch on my fight stick.
The little girl named Nai obediently goes back into the shop.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, Daddy.
Oh, no, you aren't. That's my squirt.
I can see her from here, watching anime in front of the large CRT TV in the back. Your daughter is adorable.
Huh? Oh, yeah, well. I guess in this sort of situation I shouldn't show some restraint or something, but to be honest, I think she's a real cutie pie, too.
You're her father. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way.
Much appreciated.
His blushing face is just as kind-looking as I suspected.
Nye.
Huh?
I haven't told Nye about what happened to the young lady. Not yet. She was pretty close to Shina Mayuri.
Owner-san.
Oh, what's Okabe up to these days, huh? Well, how's he?
He's shut himself away.
I see. Well, that's not entirely surprising. Someone's death is never an easy thing to process, huh?
Tenoji-san seems to recall something from his past as he says this. Almost as if he's thinking of someone.
But, maybe that was just the little lady's fate, huh?
Fate. If something truly can't be changed, then perhaps it really is fate. But if we have no way of pushing back against predetermined events, why are we even alive? Why? Urushibara-san. Just as I begin to drown in my own inescapable cyclone of thoughts, Makise-san's voice drags me right out. I have a cool theme this time around. It's definitely
that's some
situation
mighty inappropriate
appropriate.
diegetic music you brought with you.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Did you use like a speaker in your back pocket or something? You take that to a funeral?
Then it's ready? Yep, you just have to do as I told you earlier. You can do it, right? Yes, I can. Perfect.
Hey now, what you ladies going on about, huh?
I'm sorry, but can I have a moment of your time? I actually have some questions about CRTs.
Well, I mean, Let's put it that way. How can I refuse?
While Makise-san draws Owner-san's attention away from me, I head back to the lab.
Let me guess. You're another one of those kids trying to get into playing Smash Brothers Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. The game that can only be played in 3:4 aspect ratio.
I immediately head straight into the development room and up to the phone wave. Okabe-san's still just as expressionless as before. Everything we've done has been invisible to him. My legs almost start shaking as I think about leaping to the past by myself. But Makise-san has bought me this time. I have to do this. I place the headphones on and take a deep breath. I bring my trembling finger close to the old-looking computer. My finger comes down on the Enter key. I don't think I'll ever get used to this horrific pain. I check my surroundings and discover that I'm in bed. I was probably half asleep when I answered the phone, considering the upper part of my body is outside of my blanket.
I still do like the little wrinkle of the time leap machine where you have to answer your phone. If you get a call and you're just like, what? No, I don't have time for this. This could only work during this era. If you tried to do Steins Gate now, it wouldn't work because nobody answers their phone.
I check my cell phone to confirm the time. It's 5:30 on the morning of the 15th. The morning of the 15th. If that's true, then Mayuri-chan is still alive. Perhaps because I was asleep until a moment ago, my head feels heavy. Mayuri-chan had mentioned that she planned on meeting up with Hashira-san the morning of Komima. She never specified the time, but she did say it'd be tough because it would be earlier than she gets up for school, which means worst case scenario, they're already at the venue. I hurriedly throw some clothes on and rush out of my room.
Oh?
Dad's already brooming the floor of the shrine. Dad, good morning.
Good morning. What's the matter? It's pretty early for you to be heading out, isn't it?
Oh, I'm going to this thing called Komima.
Komima, really?
Yeah.
Komima, huh? Well, be careful. That place can be a war zone. Got some stories from back in my day.
What? Dad.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Could it be that he's...
More importantly, is everything all right? Don't you have to get going?
Oh, that's right. I'm off.
Take care and make sure you stay cool, all right? You know, Goethe said something about this.
Oh, it's just the one quote he reuses. Okay.
Dad seemed strangely familiar with Komima. Has he gone before?
Lucas Dad Otaku confirmed.
I climb up the flight of stairs for the nth time in the last few hours, and I stop in front of the door. I can sense somebody inside.
Body.
I hear a voice, a girl's voice. So warm and soft, so beautiful. A girl's voice. This voice belongs to... This voice belongs to...
Yeah, that's right. Amane Suzuha. Back in the flesh. How's everyone doing today, huh? I just flew in for the future, and boy, are my arms tired.
Oh, it's Luka-chan. I'd never mistake it. Luka-chan, tuturu.
Mayuri's lucky she's so likable. Imagine Steins Gate, but it converges on a world line where someone who's a total asshole dies. And it's like, nah, I don't think we need to play the drum solo of life for this guy.
Steins Gate spinoff where it's 3 degrees Celsius. Or 4 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's Cheeto, and he's like, I think it's fine.
Yeah, you know, We did our best.
We gave it an old college try, but you know what? I think we can safely wash our hands of this one.
Mayuri-chan, it's really... Mayuri-chan, it's you. Of course it is. Mayushi in the flesh. Today is Komima, so we all got up early. Mayuri-chan. What about you, Luka-chan? Why are you up so early? Mayuri-chan, 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 Mayuri-chan. It's really her. She's moving, speaking, smiling. There's no doubt about it. Mayuri-chan is alive. Mayuri-chan. Whoa. I can't help but hug her tightly. I'm scared that she might disappear if I didn't. But... Luka-chan? Mayuri-chan? She's right here. She's so warm. What's the matter, Luka-chan? Are you crying? Did Ocarine say something super duper mean to you again?
Sorry about that. Oh, that was you sniffing.
Don't you worry your head about it. Mayushi'll go and give him a talking to.
Assistant, you sure that do you have a tissue assistant I could
No, that's not it. Then why are you crying? It's just... Wowee, the frozen drinks were almost totally sold out at the convenience store. Sheesh, you'd think they'd stock up for Komima. Whoa, Yuri's situation this early in the morning.
Hey, Daru, out of the way. Hurry up and...
Ah,
Lukako.
Okabe-san. Oh, don't mind me, you two. Continue whatever it is you guys are doing. Excuse me? What's wrong, everyone? Am I totally not getting the hint here? So, you mean Ocarine didn't say something mean to you?
I told you I didn't.
You're sure, Luka-chan? Yes? Okay, if you say so. Apparently, Okabe-san had gone shopping with Hashida-san to prepare for Komima. He was clearly surprised to see me here when he got back. But thanks to their sudden appearance, I've been able to hold back my emotions. Okabe-san seems less energetic than usual. Of course he is. Right now, he's probably tearing himself apart inside. He's worried about whether he made the right decision or not. Okabe?
Hello, yes, that's me.
Hey, so anyway, why are you here this early, Luka-chan? Huh?
I just realized we haven't checked Luca's phone. Nope, nada.
If you didn't come here to talk to me about your fight with Ocarine, what brings you to the lab this morning? That's right. I have something more important that I have to take care of. Well, about that. Oh, I know. You actually want to come to Komima with us, right? If you do, Mayushi really wants you to try cosplay and stuff.
Mari, didn't I tell you not to pressure her into going?
But I really think you'd look great, Luka-chan. Are you sure? About that, I was thinking of maybe giving it a try. Of course you don't want to. Mayushi's sorry for bringing it up over and over again.
At the end of the day, this isn't really the sort of thing you can just force onto someone, Mayuri.
Huh? Did you hear what I said? I want to give it a try. But Mayu, she hasn't given up yet. One of these days, Luka-chan's gonna have a change of heart and...
Huh?
Wait. Huh?
Lukago, what'd you just say?
I said that I wanted to try cosplaying. What? For really real? Yes. Yay, Luka-chan's gonna cosplay. Luka-chan's gonna cosplay.
Haha, Luca's gonna be in ridiculous clothing when Mayuri dies right beside her. What? What's up? Are you sure, Lukago? I thought you weren't a fan of this kind of thing.
It's okay. I want to do it. For Mayuri-chan.
Luca hasn't said anything to Okabe yet, but Okabe is probably like, this is different from every other time I've gone back right now. And I haven't changed anything myself, so why is this different?
Yeah. Yay, awesome. Mayuri-chan.
Oh, all right.
Hell yeah. If Lukashi gonna be cosplaying, this shit is gonna be amazing.
But wait, Mayuri, do you even have a cosplay ready for her?
Hehe, I already thought something like this might happen, so I have a cosplay all prepared.
Sorry, dumb question. Of course you have a cosplay for all of us prepared at all times.
Of course I make clothing for all my friends and I don't ask for permission first.
So if I said I wanted to go cosplay right now, you'd have one ready for me, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't want to, but
It's too late. You're Sarah from Bloodtoon now.
I'm who? Who is that? What? Is he hot?
I wouldn't say he. Mayushi, you're the best. GJ. Mayushi made it just in case Luka-chan ever decided to cosplay with us. Mayuri-chan. Now one of Mayushi's dreams will finally come true. She looks so happy. If my cosplaying really means this much to her, I should have done this ages ago. My embarrassment is nothing in the face of such a bright, warm smile. I once again managed to hold myself back from bursting into tears.
Lukago.
Yes?
Listen, I'm sorry about yesterday.
Yesterday? He must be talking about when he asked me if I remembered being a guy. No, I'm the one who should apologize.
Are you sure about this?
It takes me a moment to realize he's talking about cosplaying. Yes, I want to do this.
I see. Well, thank you.
Okabe-san. He knows. He knows that today Mayuri-chan will die. He's had this reality driven into him time and time again. It's unavoidable. I wonder what Okabe-san's feeling right now.
Oh, we got a mail. How's your first time in Ariake? Make sure to drink plenty of water. Since it's the first day, I'm guessing you're up to you-know-what? I don't think it's bad to have an interest in things like that, but your old man would be happy if you didn't dive too deep into that stuff. Water?
I'm okay. My friend knows a lot, so we have ways to beat the heat. But I'm surprised by how many people are around. By the way, you seem to know a lot about this, Dad. Have you come here before?
And the other option?
You know what? What do you mean by you know what? I'm at the cosplay area with my friend today.
Let's not open that can of worms. Let's just say, hey, Dad, you seem to know a lot about this.
An unbelievable number of people surround Tokyo Big Sight. Amazing. My legs nearly give out after seeing the immense crowds. Lukashi, you okay? It's my first time, so I'm a little nervous. Lukashi, say that one more time, but try and give more of a pleading look.
Quit it, you damn perv.
This time around, Okabe-san's here too. He's always cosplaying, so he'll fit right in.
I am not cosplaying. Cosplay is below the great mind of Ikiyoma.
He's reached such a level of cosplay. He cosplays a character that doesn't exist yet.
I told you I'm not.
You're not coming with us to the cosplay square, right? SMH, the first day is when you gotta make a run for the official booths. I'll probably hit up the cosplay square in the afternoon. What about you, Okarin?
I have no particular objective, so I will just stick with you girls.
I bet you just want to see Luka-chan's cosplay.
No, it's not like that. You can't prove anything.
Look at you, all lovey-dovey. It's really not like that. Okabe-san just wants to spend as much time with Mayuri-chan as he can. This is his last chance. But aren't you happy, Luka-chan? Yes. Alrighty, let's go meet up with Fubuki-chan and Kaide-chan. Then we can head to the cosplay square.
Fubuki-chan and Kaide-chan, also known as not appearing in this game. Also known as Yukiko and Chie at home.
Come on, Luka-chan, let's go. Mayuri-chan, wait up. But is that really true? Okarin, you waited for us just like you promised.
Of course I did. Well, I can't possibly go with you two into the changing room, so...
I bet you're super curious about Luka-chan, aren't you?
I am a reasonable amount of curious, and you cannot prove otherwise. It's okay, I've never gone there myself, but there are a lot of locals who know about it. Just let me repeat myself. I've never gone there myself.
So unconvincing. We already know he writes fanfic.
We
right?
do?
Don't we?
From what?
Wasn't in My Darling's Embrace they got the special scroll of all the things you had to do and so on?
Yes.
The Mystic Scroll, but it was actually just Dad's fanfic.
Yes, you were right. Lucas' dad's a big nerd. Hell, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in seeing how cosplay could change someone like Luca go.
Why do you always have to be so dishonest with your feelings, Okarin?
Because it's complicated. Do you really... You know what? No, I refuse to have this conversation right now for several reasons.
Mayuri-chan? Now, Luka-chan, don't be shy. Come on and show Okarin.
Come on, I bet we're gonna get a CG for this one as well.
Okay. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Luka-chan. Ta-da! Look, Okarin. She's cosplaying as Kirari-chan. Adorable, right? See, right? Luka-chan looks so good in Kirari-chan's costume. I knew it. Luka-chan looks like Okarin speechless. I'm sure that's not... Spending time with Mayuri-chan like this, it all seems so surreal to me that she's actually dying. I had hoped that maybe by leaping back into the past and going to Komima, I could change something. Maybe this world line or whatever it is would change and she wouldn't have to die. Maybe that's actually happening. I mean, she looks so energetic and full of life right now. She's talking and laughing up a storm. The future probably did change. There's no doubt about it.
Hello.
Huh?
May I take a photo of you?
A stranger suddenly approaches me.
Wild battle begins.
Me? Of course, your cosplay is super duper cute, so everybody's gonna wanna take pics. But
Can we get a pose, please?
a pose? Anything's okay, just make it something cute. But you're gonna do just fine. Mayushi is right here with you.
Come on, we're burning daylight here.
Mayuri-chan. Okay, hold your head up high. Normally, if some stranger came talking to me, I'd just run away scared. But right now, the faint possibility that the future might have changed has got me in higher spirits than usual. And perhaps more importantly, Mayuri-chan is right here with me. She's cheering me up, supporting me. Mayuri-chan is... That's why I... How's this? I'm able to be a little more courageous, a little more daring. Yeah, you look great, Luca-chan.
Excuse me, Mr. Photographer. Here's $40. Just send me all those copies, please.
All of them? But
All of them.
Really? Don't you worry about a thing. You have Mayushi's seal of approval. But that confidence only lasts for a little while.
It's too bad we're not getting a CG of cosplay Luca.
Yeah.
Unless they're waiting to do the CG while Mayuri dies in cosplay Luca's arms.
excuse me, can you look this way too?
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, over here, buddy. Over here next, please.
Around noon, more people arrive at the cosplay square, which means more people asking for my photo.
Excuse me, over here, please.
As the crowds grow larger, so too does my anxiety. I suddenly recall the time when I first met Okabe-san. I was surrounded by a bunch of men with cameras in the middle of Akihabara.
Glad to see this is They even reused the same CG.
No, that's not quite right. I first met Okabe-san when Mayuri-chan introduced me to him. These memories, they're from the previous me. Memories of the world where I was a guy. Considering I'm a girl now, it's weird that I'm feeling this kind of fear in the first place. Thinking about this is making me feel strange. You're awesome, Luca-chan. Mayushi knew you'd be popular, but you blew my expectations away.
She's right, you know.
To be honest, I want to run as far away from here as fast as I can. But Mayuri-chan's having so much fun watching me get pictures taken. And then there's Okabe-san watching her smile. I couldn't possibly run away right now. More and more people continue to take photos of me. Among them are people who even hand me business cards talking about computer web pages and magazine names and the like. To be honest, I'm barely able to keep up with them. The one thing I do know is that Mayuri-chan is watching to the very end, smiling the whole time. By the time we leave Tokyo Big Sight, the sun had already set, and the stars had made their way into the sky. It's already so late. Yeah. Luca-chan, are you okay? Are you tired? Just a little. Of course you are. You got so many photos taken by a bunch of strangers.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I should have had you rest somewhere earlier. No, it's fine. I'm the one that volunteered to do it. But wow, I knew you'd be a hit, but even I didn't think the crowd would get that big. A brand new star has made her debut in the cosplay scene. Right, Ocarine?
Oh yeah, that's right.
The more time passes, the more Okabe-san's expression seems to darken. I bet Ocarine got super jealous seeing how popular you were, Luka-chan. But I can't tell her that that's not really the issue. Our time limit is approaching. Okabe-san's probably doing his best to deal with this insane pressure, but... How was your first go at cosplay, Luka-chan? Did you have fun? It wasn't as bad as I thought. I see. Well, you'll get used to it eventually. That's when it really starts to get fun. It'll be so much fun, and you'll get even more aggressive, and then everyone will see how adorable you are. That's... Thank you, Luka-chan. Mayushi was so happy that you put yourself out there today. So am I. I'm just glad that you're happy. But maybe, just maybe. Really? In that case, Mayushi is even more happy. Huh? Mayushi's most happy when Luka-chan, Ocarine, and everyone else is smiling and having fun. Mayuri-chan. Oh, it's Daru-kun. Maybe the future. Daru-kun, over here.
Hey ho! You haven't sent me any messages lately, Luca. You're making your big sis sad. I'll be coming home around the end of August. I'm planning on buying you lots of cute outfits, so you better let me take pics, alright?
I choose to believe that Big Sis is exactly the same in both world lines.
Yep, exactly. In this line, she's like, yeah, hey, I'm best Big Sis. In the other world line, she's like, I'm gonna crack that egg.
Phew, my bad. I lost track of time checking my spoils. Daru-kun, you never even came to the cosplay square. Look, the lines were even longer than I expected. Luka-chan was amazing. She was super cute. Everybody wanted a picture. For real? She was that popular? The future must have changed. To be honest, Mayushi thinks you've just about wasted away half of your life if you didn't get to see Luka-chan. Half my life? Seriously? I'm gonna die at like 40-something?
That's optimistic of you.
How old am I anyway?
Daru? I think Daru's like same age as, because they're in the same grade, right?
Am I like 19?
I think he's 18 or 19.
Okay, wow. I die by 38 at the latest.
I think you mean earliest.
Oh, good point. Half my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna live to be at least 38 now.
Oh, but
Shit, sorry.
Oh, but wait, if Luka-chan's willing to come to Komima tomorrow, you might be okay. Oh, Lukashi, can you make it tomorrow too? Things will just continue as always. Nothing will happen. Hey, Luka-chan, about tomorrow... Mayuri-chan's smile freezes in place. The carrying case in her hands drops to the ground. Tomorrow, the future. Mayuri-chan? Mayuri-chan slowly raises her hand.
Why do we get a fucking Mayuri dying CG? We don't get a Luca cosplay CG, but we do get a Mayuri fucking dying. Oh, Jesus.
Being Luca is suffering.
Apparently.
Being Luca is suffering. Even in this route with the cosplay and all, Luca's not actually having that much fun with it at all because of horrible pressure, because friend about to
Right.
die, and guilt over everything.
Oh my.
Almost as if she's trying to grab space itself. Her earlier smile disappears, replaced with a pained expression. And slowly, as if time has slowed to a halt, Mayuri-chan collapses to the ground. Everything happened so suddenly. All we can do is watch. Mayuchi? Hashida's voice sounds so distant. The suspicious stares of the passers-by coldly pierce us. Ah! My heartbeat accelerates. The sound of the blood flowing through my veins is so loud that it feels like my eardrums are going to burst. Mayuri-chan doesn't move, not even a little. Mayushi, what's wrong? Hashida-san runs to her. Okabe-san is... He simply watches things unfold, his expression unchanged. Mayushi, hey, Mayushi, answer me, damn it. Hashida-san holds Mayuri-chan up in his arms. He slaps her cheeks, calling out her name over and over again, but Mayuri-chan still doesn't move. She's not breathing. What is this? What the hell is this? Okarin, there's something wrong with Mayushi.
She's dead.
A heart attack. I already know this. That's right, I knew all along. The future hadn't changed. My coming back in time was never going to be enough to change things. Mayuri-chan. I remember the sight of her cold body. The sight of her calm face from within the cypress coffin. Mayuri-chan surrounded by flowers, her cold skin, the white shelf, the picture of her smiling, the black picture frame, the smell of the incense, the weeping voices, the black vehicle driving away, the rising smoke, the small box. Dead? No way, we were just talking. Hey, Mayushi, wake up. Where's the camera? We're on candid camera, right?
Daru.
That's right.
Mayuri is dead.
I knew it all along. I knew, but I wasn't there when it happened. Seeing it with my own two eyes, nothing feels real.
Let's call an ambulance.
How can you be so calm? She's dead. She's never coming back. Don't you get it, Okarin?
I get it.
But even if it doesn't feel real, the despair does. I couldn't do anything to save her. All I could do was watch.
I stood by and I let her die.
The ambulance eventually arrives, and while the medics do their best to try and revive her, in the end, nothing changes. Mayuri-chan is dead. Everything broke down into chaos after that, just like it had before. I guess I'm used to it at this point. Of course I'm sad, but the saddest thing of all is that eventually, I'm going to grow used to it all. Before this all went down, I had only heard what had happened to Mayuri-chan. I didn't see it myself, so what I saw at that precise moment was shocking. Horrifying, even. When I close my eyes, I can see her surprised face with such clarity, her hands reaching for space. And yet even then, the time between the wake and the funeral felt like seconds. I guess humans are creatures that eventually get used to things as they repeatedly experience them. Even the fun things. The fun of the experience fades after the second and third time. This goes for sad and painful things too. If anything, maybe it's easier to get used to those negative experiences. I don't think it's something we have control over. This is just how humans manage to maintain their mental balance. I get it, but even if it is something we have no control over, I don't think it's a good thing. Maybe this is what Okabe-san was so scared of all along. By experiencing Mayuri-chan's death over and over again, his mental health reaches a breaking point. And eventually he doesn't feel anything seeing his friend die. His heart just dies. I think Okabe-san wasn't able to deal with that. I mean, when Mayuri-chan passed away, Okabe-san barely even moved his shoulders. He just kept staring at what was happening in front of him. He was objectively observing the event. I'm sure he was probably sad deep down. He was in all kinds of pain. Even now, I bet Okabe-san is at the lab, unmoving. But that's not because of the shock of her death. It's because of the guilt he has from abandoning Mayuri-chan, or at least that's how I see it. His heart must be worn out. My dad once told me something.
Luca, death is something that comes for us all eventually.
What do you mean?
It means that eventually we all die, no matter who we are. All living things can't escape that fate.
Fate?
Yeah, to live means to move closer to death. One could even say that time is simply the road to death. All living things live because they must die.
I think that was when my cat passed away. When I was little, there was a cat that made a home under the eaves of the shrine. My mom warned me not to feed it because it had become dependent, but even then I still snuck him milk and fish. One day the cat died. Just when I had started to wonder why I hadn't seen him in a while, I saw him lifeless under the eaves, his body covered in scars. Maybe he fought a dog or another cat. That's when my dad talked to me, tears streaming down my cheeks. I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but now I do. Everyone eventually has a run-in with death. That's why us humans value what we have in the now, but what would we do if we found out the time of our deaths was predetermined? Okabe-san once said something to me that no matter how many times he tried to save Mayuri-chan, it was hopeless. One time she got shot. Another time she was run over by a car. Another time struck by a train. Another time killed by a sudden sickness. He told me that Mayuri-chan's death was always waiting for her just around the corner. But if fate is predetermined, then... Huh? I look up after hearing the sound of footsteps.
Luca.
My dad is looking down at me with his knowing eyes. Dad.
What's up?
Dad, I just don't get it. I hit my dad with all the doubts in my mind, hoping he has the answers. A long time ago, you told me that all living things eventually face death.
That I did. Because we're alive, we're always marching toward death. That's what time is.
Then are our deaths predetermined by fate?
Fate, huh? Well, what do you think, Luca?
I don't know. But if things are predetermined, if dying before the age of 20 is something decided from the moment you're born, then why are we even alive?
Luca.
Why are we alive? On that day, I hopelessly watched Mayuri-chan die. I couldn't do anything. I willingly disconnected myself from causality so I could make her wish come true. I leapt through time, something nobody should be able to do. I just wanted to make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. Dad probably has no clue what I'm talking about. I'm completely incoherent right now, just saying whatever comes to mind. But even then, I can't hold myself back. I just wanted to grant her wish. And I thought I did. I mean, at the time. When I cosplayed for her, she was so happy. Her smile was so warm and grateful. But is that really what Mayuri-chan wanted? Sure, she was smiling, but what if her true wish was something else? Why did Mayuri-chan want me to cosplay in the first place? Maybe, just maybe, she wanted me to smile and laugh. Maybe she wanted to help me gain some self-confidence. She knew how shy I could be. She wanted me to be confident and smile from the bottom of my heart. Maybe that's why she kept trying to push me to cosplay. No, it wasn't just me. Mayuri-chan just wanted everybody to be happy. She was always me, Hashida-san, Makise-san, Ferris-san, the owner of the shop downstairs, and Okabe-san. She wanted all of us to laugh and smile. Mayushi's most happy when Luka-chan, Okarin, and everyone else is smiling and having fun. For everyone to smile. That was what Mayuri-chan really wanted. And she included herself in that. That was probably her true wish, but at this rate... Hey, Dad, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What happens to people when they die? What waits for them after death?
After death, huh?
Dad, who had quietly listened to my rant this entire time, responds in a calm voice.
You already know the answer to that, Luca. They become as gods. When people move on, they become spirits, and then eventually gods that watch over those of us left behind. For us Shinto practitioners, that's the world that awaits us after death.
I've heard this time and time again ever since I was a kid.
But of course, that's not the only way of looking at things.
What do you mean?
Well, take Catholicism, for example. People are judged and sent to either heaven or hell. In Buddhism, people are reincarnated after they die. Either that or they're potentially sent to paradise or hell based on things they did in their previous life. The world is filled with different ideas of what happens to us after we die. The one thing we know for certain is that all these ideas are things that us living humans created. Listen, Luca. The things us living folks do for those that have moved on, at the end of the day, we're really doing them for our own sakes.
What?
Preventing their souls from wandering aimlessly after death, helping them become Buddha, giving them a passage to heaven. People mourn for the dead in all kinds of ways, but at the end of the day, there is no world beyond death. No matter how amazing the funeral service may be, it's all done to give peace of mind to those left behind. The dead do not feel anything. They don't think. The moment they pass away is the moment their world comes to an end.
An end?
Exactly. But because that concept is terrifying, people choose to believe there is a world beyond ours. As a priest, I really shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff, but that's just my take on the whole thing. Luca, it's important that you figure this out for yourself.
Yeah.
I know you're in a great deal of pain right now, but I think now is when it's most important that you work through this yourself.
Yeah. Dad nods, then, after gently placing his hand on my head, he leaves the shrine.
Oh, Luca Dad, perhaps a bit too understanding to also realize that maybe she just needs a hug right now.
I noticed that he grabbed some luggage before leaving. He must have went out of his way to spend time with me even though he's busy. Their world comes to an end, but then what happens to Mayuri-chan's wish? If it's true that someone's world ends when they die, we'd never be able to grant her wish. If that's true, what was the point of becoming disconnected from causality? What was the point in jumping into the past? I don't want to hurt anybody else, that's what Okabe-san had said. He told me that he didn't want to sacrifice anyone else's memories and feelings. Okabe-san's a kind person, so he doesn't want to see anybody else suffer because of his ego. I know exactly how he feels, but then what about Mayuri-chan's memories, her feelings? She treasured our smiles more than anything else in the world. Where are those feelings supposed to go? I know I don't have the right to say something like this. I too changed the world for my own ego. Because I wanted this body, I let Mayuri-chan die, but even then I can't stop thinking. I need to figure out what I can do now. I grab Samidare and stand up. Seishin Zanma style. It cuts across all doubts and destroys evil. The evil within. Just as Okabe-san taught me, I sink into a front-facing stance. I lift Samidare above my head and swing it straight down in front of me. 1. In order to swing away my doubts. 2. Strangely enough, with each swing of Samidare, I feel like all the doubt in my heart begins to clear, little by little. 3, 4, 5. Yes. At the end of the day, the path that Okabe-san chose was egotistical. He couldn't stand his own mind being chipped away at. He wanted to be at peace. And I am just as egotistical for accepting his feelings. 11, 12. The sins Okabe-san committed, the sins I committed. All we're trying to do is make them a little lighter by shouldering them together. This is probably a bad thing. No, a wrong thing. Plus 18. If we continue down this path, Okabe-san will never smile again. No matter how much time passes, he'll never be able to truly smile. And it's not just him. I'm the same. Makise-san too. Not a single one of us will ever be able to smile from the bottoms of our hearts ever again. Not with Mayuri-chan dead. 20. There's a massive hole inside of Okabe-san's heart. One that I can't fill by myself. I can never take Mayuri-chan's place. I said that I'd make her wish come true. I even leapt into the past to make it happen. But I haven't actually done that yet. I mean, nobody's smiling. 24. Nobody wanted this world. I never wanted to see this world. Nobody did. Hashida-san once said something. The world only comes into existence once someone observes it. There's no such thing as an unobserved world. It just remains unknown. I don't really get what that means, but if nobody wants to see the world that we're in right now... 29. Then that probably means this isn't the real world. 30. This world was never meant to be. Huh? I look up after hearing footsteps.
Lukuko.
Okabe-san. For a time, we both sit in the corner of the shrine, silent. When I peek over at Okabe-san's face, he's looking a little better than he was when I last saw him here.
That's very inappropriately timed. Hey, do you want something for dinner tonight? Actually, that reminds me of something someone once told me a while back. Apparently, eating vegetables gives you energy. That's why I ate a whole bunch when you were still in my belly. Let me know if there's anything you want to eat. I'll do my best to make it. From Greek to Russian, you name it, I'll make it.
Oh no.
Oh. You gonna read out the...
Vegetables. Who told you that eating vegetables gives you energy? Thanks. There's nothing in particular I want to eat. Go with whatever you want, Mom. Sorry I haven't been eating much lately. I'll definitely feel better soon. Thanks. What's Greek food like? I've never had any, so maybe just go with something normal. Thanks.
Let's do the veggie one. Ugh, Lukuko.
Yes?
Thank you.
I haven't done anything to deserve thanks.
That's not true. You cosplayed a Komima for Mayuri. She was so happy that day she just couldn't stop smiling. And that's all thanks to you. You have my gratitude.
I thought as much. I figured the reason that Okabe-san looks better in this world line is because I granted Mayuri-chan's wish, or at least he thinks I did. Especially after seeing her smile up until the very end. I mean, that's the whole reason why I used the time leap machine so many times. I should be happy about that too. I should have been happy, but...
What's wrong, Lukuko?
It's nothing.
Well, alright.
Why is it that this pain inside my chest won't stop? No, I already know the answer. It's because I'm running away. I want to grant Mayuri-chan's wish, no matter how big or small. Heck, it was our wish, too. This was our way of asking for forgiveness. In order to lighten the burden of guilt. To try and rid ourselves of these feelings of regret from abandoning Mayuri-chan. But here we are. And I can't help but think that this isn't how things are supposed to be. Regardless of whether or not we granted her wish, or if she was smiling in the end, the fact remains that Mayuri-chan is dead. The end result is still the same. I refuse to believe that she wanted to die. I know she didn't, so nothing really changed. All we did was take some of the weight off of our own shoulders. This is for Mayuri-chan. This is for her happiness. We kept telling ourselves that, but at the end of the day, we were just doing this to try and find forgiveness. I think back on Dad's words.
Listen, Luca, the things us living humans do for those that have moved on. At the end of the day, we're really just doing them for our own sakes. The dead do not feel anything. They don't think. The moment they pass away is the moment their world comes to an end.
In the Shintoist teachings we follow, it's said that people become spirits when they pass away. They become one of the gods, and then they go on to watch over their descendants. This is what the concept of death looks like in Shinto teachings. But this is just a convenient explanation that those of us still alive came up with. What happens after death, you say? It's just too sad to believe that there's nothing. It's too scary. But does anyone really want to become a god? Gods aren't people. Either way, a person's world, at least as a human, ends the moment they die, which means Mayuri-chan's world is over.
Don't make that face. Mayuri, she'll live on in our hearts as long as we don't forget.
Okabe-san. That's wrong. That's just what those of us left behind want to believe. She's dead. She's not alive anywhere. The Mayuri-chan in our hearts is just a memory. And one day we may very well forget her. Her voice, her appearance, all of those memories will eventually fade away and disappear. Just like our sadness will. And eventually our guilt will disappear too. Can you really call that being alive? The reality is that we needed to carry the sin of abandoning Mayuri-chan together, but instead we tried to lighten the load by granting her wish. We were never doing it for her. Our actions were empty from the beginning.
What's wrong, Lukuko?
Nothing. But there's no way I can tell Okabe-san this. I can barely put it into words. Time crawls by, the two of us silent. This time that we're experiencing together only exists because we're both alive, deep in thought. The clouds come and go above us. It feels like we're the only two people left in all of Akihabara. When I reach into my sleeve, something touches my fingertips. It's the picture we took with Mayuri-chan at Komima. The photo commemorating our first one together. Mayuri-chan was alive when we took it. She's smiling so joyfully next to me. On the other hand, I look like a shy mess. Time has marched on since then. Even now it continues to do so. And little by little, I begin to catch up. I begin to catch up to when I first leapt back in time. These past few days were things I'd already experienced, but once I catch up, everything from there on is new territory. An unknown future lies ahead. Okabe-san said that many different world lines exist. The Okabe-san in front of me doesn't know that I leapt into the past, but in the previous world line I was in, Okabe-san would have been prepping the time leap machine in order to send me back right about now. Soon these two different world lines will intersect. It's too difficult for me to tell which of the world lines this Okabe-san is from. The one that knows I went to Komima, or the one that doesn't know. If he's the latter, I have to show him this photo, but what comes after that is unknown to even me. Beyond that moment exists a future I've not yet experienced. It's just over the horizon. The intersection that leads toward an unknown future. Just a little bit more.
Hey, Lukuko? Oh, I wonder. I guess I forgot. Wink emoji.
Yes?
I'm thinking about destroying the phone wave. Name subject change.
What? My mind goes blank.
At the end of the day, D-mails, leaping through time, all of these things were far beyond our ability to control. Nothing good will come from keeping that technology around. Or, if nothing else, certainly won't do any good for myself or my friends. We're better off without it. We can't ever allow this kind of tragedy to happen again. Mayuri has to be the last person we lose because of this foolishness.
Okabe-san. It makes total sense that he'd arrive at this conclusion. He can't bring himself to sacrifice anyone else's memories or feelings. If he's made his decision, then that's that. But then... Are you sure you're really going to destroy it?
Yeah, been thinking it over the last few days and I've finally come to my decision.
The Okabe-san from the other world line never said anything like this. Which means that my leaping into the past and granting Mayuri-chan's wish must have changed something in him.
We can't let ourselves be trapped in the past forever. We have to move forward. Which is why we need to destroy it. Lukuko, you agree with me, right?
I can't answer immediately. I mean, if he destroys it, that means that I'll never be able to save Mayuri-chan. I'll have to shoulder some of the responsibility for this decision. That's right. I was still being naive. Just the other day, the same day at the same time, we never talked about this. At that point, Okabe-san had always made his decision not to save Mayuri-chan, but there was always the chance that he might have changed his mind somewhere down the road. The possibility of that future existed, but this is different. This would mean cutting ourselves off from that possibility. By nodding to Okabe-san, we'd be put on the path. A path in which we might never see Mayuri-chan ever again. The path toward a future where her very existence would cease to be.
What's wrong, Lukuko? Why won't you say yes?
Okabe-san. That's right. That one question is enough to tell me everything I need to know. Okabe-san wants someone to encourage him. He wants someone to tell him that he's not making a mistake, which means he's still doubting himself. He's saying that he's terrified. He's terrified to make this decision all alone. That's why he wants me to say yes. For the nth time in the last few days, I once again begin to ask myself questions, going in circles. Okabe-san told me that he can't sacrifice anyone else's feelings or desires anymore. But then, what about Mayuri-chan's feelings? Mayushi's most happy when Luka-chan, Okarin, and everyone else is smiling and having fun. I'm a ghost and I just repeat this line.
Oh, scary. Spooky. Spooky pooky.
Mayuri-chan's desire for everyone to smile together. Mayuri-chan's desire to spend more time with us. Mayuri-chan's desire to keep on living. Mayuri-chan's future. And then, at that very moment, I see something in my mind. The sight of an unseen future, and I have an epiphany. I haven't been going in circles. Okabe-san hasn't either. Our conclusion had been set in stone ages ago. I mean, it was the wrong thing. Sure, memories might be important, but there's no memory worth sacrificing another person's life for.
Ugh.
I look up to find Okabe-san with a confused expression on his face. A moment later, he slowly starts to cast his gaze on his surroundings. Okabe-san? He then looks back at me in a bit of a daze. I immediately sense it. Just now, two different Okabe-sans have crossed paths. I just need to confirm it for myself. Which Okabe-san is he? Does he know I went to Komima? The photo.
Photo?
You don't remember, Okabe-san?
I remember you leaping into the past and then suddenly I got teleported here.
Then you don't know what happened. The Okabe-san in front of me right now.
Oh, that's right. You wept into the past to grant Mayuri-chan's wish. The photo, did it all work out?
He doesn't know what happened. Well, then I already know what I have to say to him. I didn't make it in time.
You mean you failed?
Yes. 2 days ago, I managed to make it back to the 18th, but the shop was closed. I never would have expected the lies to come so easily. I can feel the photo in my hand get crushed as I close my hand nervously.
I see.
After that, I couldn't leap back anymore.
What about Komima?
I couldn't go.
I guess you couldn't grant Mayuri's wish, huh?
No. Okabe-san looks disappointed. He must have taken my word for it. Of course he did. Okabe-san would never be able to fathom the idea of me lying to him about something like this. I want to try again. I'll make sure to get it right this time. I'll make it work. Please. The shop should still be open. The sooner the better. In Okabe-san's mind, our conversation about destroying the machine never even happened. But it wouldn't surprise me if he eventually arrived at the same conclusion. And if I... Please, this is for Mayuri-chan.
Lukako.
I have to try one more time. I want to go back to the past. I have to change things. If I stay here any longer, doubt might take over. So before that can happen...
Okay, if you insist, you're going then?
Yes.
I don't have to walk you through things, right?
No.
At the current time, you're going to have to leap at least 4 times in order to make it to Komima. You're going to be alright.
Yes, I've already gotten used to it.
Good.
That's right. I shouldn't have doubted myself from the start. All I wanted was my own future. A future in which I was a girl. A future with Okabe-san at my side. I could only have that if I was a girl. There was no other way for that to happen. Within me is 17 years of life experience as a girl.
Again, it's easier to imagine time travel than it is estrogen.
But that's something I was never supposed to have.
No! There was a way to land this
Yeah.
without making that.
That's why I...
Let's go. What's wrong? Is there something on my face?
No.
Then let's get moving.
Got it.
No! There was a way to make this work without making that the takeaway.
The moment I arrive on the evening of the 18th, I dash to the Future Gadget Laboratory. She should be there at this time of night. I catch my breath just outside of the lab and spot a shadow descending the stairs. Maki-se-san. Huh? I need your help, Maki-se-san, please. Urushibara-san. Please, just isn't right. Hold on just a second, Urushibara-san. How about you just take a deep breath and calm down, okay? I'm sorry, it's just I'm in a hurry and... No, it's fine. What's wrong? Tell me what's going on. Why are you in such a hurry? Well... I tell her everything that's happened up until now. Funny enough, I had never really spoken to Maki-se-san much, but over the last few days that's changed. But of course, I'm probably the only one that feels that way. In Maki-se-san's mind, there are no memories of me previously asking for her for help. In this world line, that chain of events has been completely overwritten. This feeling of closeness I have toward her is entirely one-sided. Something about it all just feels so futile. Okabe-san must have felt this way all along, and now? I'm once again trying to force the same thing upon him. It makes my heart ache just to think about it, but even then... Are you sure? Yes, I've made my decision. But even then, I choose this path. I see. If you're that sure, you must have given this a lot of thought. Even if Okabe-san ends up hating me in the end. Alright, let's get inside. Okay. Okabe-san, as expected, is curled up in the corner. He probably doesn't even realize we're in the room. But right now, that's for the best. If he knew what we were trying to do, he'd probably try to stop us. Urushibara-san? Maki-se-san hands me a piece of paper as she quickly sets things up. I just googled it. It's the alphanumeric conversion table for pages that were popular around 20 years ago.
Hey, there's a continuity error. Everyone knows in the Science Adventure universe they use Deloodle.
On the memo is a chart for converting numbers into letters written in rough handwriting. Can you read it? Yes, I can. Great, then on a separate piece of paper, write down the converted numbers using that chart. You'll have to start off with *2, *2, so keep it at 16 characters. Once you've gotten it jotted down, input it directly into the PC and send that sucker to the past. Okay. In order to turn me into a girl, Okabe-san sent a message to Mom's pager telling her to eat lots of vegetables, which means I should send the opposite message. Done. The recipient is my mom's pager number. Maki-se-san's already well aware of this. She quickly enters the numbers I wrote down. After finishing up, she exhales and turns to face me. Once the phone wave activates, press the Enter key on the keyboard. That'll send the inputted numbers back into the past. Are you really sure about this? Yes, I am. I nod my head, and Maki-se-san activates the machine and stands up from her chair. Lightning bolts dart around the room. You should be the one to push the button. Right. I exhale and stand in front of the keyboard. If I had the chance, I wanted to tell Okabe-san while I was still a girl. I wanted to tell him that I loved him. As a girl, I wanted to tell him goodbye, but I can't do that. Not anymore. So this is goodbye. Goodbye, my...
Lukako, wait!
Huh?
Lukako!
Okabe-san? I raised my face to see him standing in front of me, no longer curled into a ball. Okabe. Okabe-san, why are you...
I came chasing after you.
Chasing? Wait. You leapt through time, didn't you? He nods.
Before you left, you told me that you were used to time leaping. For when you told me you'd only had a chance to leap once, which didn't make any sense to me. And that's why I'm here.
Okabe-san steps toward us. He sees my hand by the keyboard and a surprised expression forms on his face.
Lukako, are you really going to?
I guess you caught me red-handed.
Then...
I'm sorry for lying to you. I actually went to Komima. We even took a picture together. Mayuri-chan, she had the biggest smile on her face.
You're trying to fix the past?
Yes.
Why? Do you understand what you're doing? This means you'll go back to being a guy.
Okabe. Makise-san raises her voice at him as he closes the space between us, but he continues anyway.
Means your 17 years of living as a girl will all just vanish into nothing. You're really okay with that?
The me of before would have shrunk at the sound of angry yelling. I probably would have frozen in fear, but now I have to accept everything he has to say. All of Okabe-san's words, his glare, I have to accept it all and stay true to myself. Yes, I'm okay with it. I won't be able to get through to him if I don't. This is how it has to be. All of this began because of my own selfishness.
But that was originally my...
Okabe-san, I think I've just been dreaming this whole time. A long, long dream. 17 long years. Hazy feelings. From a time when I was a guy. My original self's feelings. In real life...
Say the line, damn it!
In real life, wanting to become a girl is a task that society discourages. It can be pretty hard to come to terms with. I'm worried I won't be able to do that in the original world line. But I had the fortune of experiencing it. For 17 years, I was able to dream. And you, Okabe-san, you treated my feelings, my memories, like something precious.
Wait, does this actually confirm that Luca is actually trans?
Yeah.
Is that like actual confirmation? Like this is official material here. This is not. Does that confirm that like in her heart of hearts, this is what Luca wants, and it's not just because she can't imagine a world of where she can love Okabe and while being a guy. It is that is genuinely what her desire is.
It's confirmed.
I think that's confirmed. That sounds confirmed to me, friends.
That's enough for me. And well, I won't say too much about the future because we
don't
haven't
talk
played
about Zero.
Lukako,
you can't spoil Steins Gate Zero yet. We still haven't played that one on the channel.
I'm sorry, Okabe-san. What I'm about to say to you might be a little harsh. I know that it's going to cause you a great deal of pain, but I have to say it. Okabe-san, please save Mayuri-chan. If you don't, you'll never be able to smile again. And neither will I. Urushibara-san. Okabe-san, you once told me, didn't you, that you didn't want to sacrifice anyone else's memories. My memories won't be sacrificed. Not after how much you've taken care of me. I take Okabe-san's hand and gently press it against my chest.
Luke, go.
The warmth from his hand spreads to me. Okabe-san, I might not be able to have feelings for you anymore, but that's okay.
Well, actually... well, actually... Steins Gate, if someone just told them that queer people can exist...
So this time I want you to cherish Mayuri-chan's feelings, her memories. Her dream was to smile with everyone. So please, take back her smile. Take back her future. I'm sure that's what all of us want most. Okabe-san's true feelings. That's why I'm going to smile with everything I got. But if you ever feel down in the dumps, just tell me. I'll be okay. If you're ever in pain, just come to me. I may never be able to truly understand what you're going through, but I'll think with you, I'll cry with you. That's about all I can do.
I understand. I got it, Lukako. When the time comes, I'll be counting on you.
Okabe-san.
Clearly, I've made quite the miscalculation. I've forgotten that all us lab mems move and work as one. We all share the same objective, after all.
Okabe.
Would have thought that you'd be the one to teach me that, Lukako.
Okabe-san.
You all keep repeating my name like I'm some kind of fucking Pokemon. This is gonna take forever. You know that, right?
The numbers on the phone wave's display slowly count down. I let go of his hand and once again stand in front of the keyboard. Well then, Okabe-san, I'm off.
Yeah.
Makise-san, thank you so much. I hope we get to talk more in the future. Yeah, me too. I know, I know some
There's an app
folks
for that.
I know some folks back at Victor Condria University who have been through, similar struggles. And I can give you an email address if you need someone to talk to.
Steins Gate, of course, who just had a trans friend back at Victor Condria.
Just say the magic words, friend of Blahaj.
Wait, this is before Blahaj, though.
And finally, Okabe-san. I take my feelings and lay them all out. Thank you. I love you. Because I love you. El, Psy, Kongro. So,
Lukako.
this is goodbye. Goodbye, girl me. Goodbye. The love of my life. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Luca!
Goodbye. Come on, Luka-kun, over here. Wait up, Mayuri-chan. Oh, Karin, we're coming in. Toot-toot-oo, how are you feeling, Okarin?
Mayuri, let me take this opportunity to teach you an important lesson. Nobody gets hospitalized for feeling good.
Actually, that can happen.
Okay, that's not... I don't...
Great.
Luca, help me out here.
I'm glad you're feeling awesome. But Mayushi was super shocked to hear that you got so badly hurt out of nowhere.
Can't you at least listen to what I... Huh?
Excuse me?
Oh, Lukako, you came too.
Yes. August 21st. Okabe-san had shocked us all by suddenly getting hurt. It was a really bad stab wound. He nearly died from bleeding out. Okabe-san refused to tell us what actually happened, but I got the strange feeling that it must have been something important.
Oh! Okay, that's where we are. I was like, wait, did we... Okay, yes, this is after he does everything else, too. Okay.
But we're so glad you can move now. Remember when you couldn't even go to the bathroom, so you had to wear a diaper?
Do we have to... Hey, Mayuri, that's... I told you that in confidence.
A diaper? Wait, Mayuri-chan, did you? Yuppers. You should have told me. I would have helped.
Say what?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Geez, what am I saying?
Yeah, there's nothing hotter than changing someone's diaper. That's definitely something I think of as hot and not something that's just, something that has to happen.
Even if in this world line I haven't yet been able to come to terms with my identity, that's a little... Oh, by the way, listen to this. Luka-kun promised me she'd cosplay. She's gonna do Kirari-chan.
Wait, really?
Mayuri-chan's been making cosplay for as long as I've known her, and she's always wanted me to wear one of her creations. I'd always said no, but she kept on saying things about cracking that egg. It's true, right, Luka-kun? Yes, I'd be happy to. It's not like anything's changed. I just kind of felt like it. I felt like maybe I could change by giving it a try. That's all. You must think I'm weird, right?
No, I'm glad, actually.
Huh?
I said I'm glad. Aren't you listening?
I didn't see that coming. I figured Okabe-san would be surprised or weirded out. Luka-kun, you're probably gonna be super duper popular. You're such a cutie. You might even make it into magazines. And then Mayushi'll get to make all sorts of cosplay for you. Hey, Okarin, what kind of cosplay do you want Luka-kun to try? Mayushi'd like, let's see. Maybe something more boyish for next time. Oh, but she'd look good in frilly magical girl stuff too.
All right, hear me out. Reimu Hakare.
I think that's too close to my regular
I figured
shrine
it'd be
maiden
more comfortable
outfit.
with it, that's all.
It'd feel too much like a Tuesday. Mayuri-chan's so excited over the idea of me cosplaying, but... Oh, yeah, Okarin, you should come with us to Winter Komima.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okabe-san's expression was gentle and warm. Something about watching the two of them interact just... Luka-kun, what's wrong? Huh? You're crying. What? No, why am I... Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? No, I didn't. So why am I... Why? Why won't the tears stop? I'm going to peel an apple for you. Are you sure you're okay? Yes, I promise I'm okay. I hope so. It's not like I'm sad or anything. I honestly don't understand. But for some reason, I'm just so happy. Alrighty then, we'll be back later. Make sure you listen to your nurse, got it?
I'm not a child. You don't have to keep telling me that.
Okabe-san's wound is healing just fine, but the folks at the hospital said it'd be a little while before he'd be released. The stab wound was deeper than anyone expected. There was actually something I wanted to ask Okabe-san today. Something I could never find the right timing for. But today is the day.
Go, don't forget your training. Mastering Seishin Zanma requires daily practice.
Yes. See you later, Okarin.
Like 20 years in the future from now, you're going to thank me for that. Yeah.
Today's the day. Today's the day.
What is today?
Today's the day. Okarin, today's the day.
Hey, y'all, I heard today was the day. Don't ask me why I'm still here.
Huh?
What's wrong, Luka-kun? I'm finally going to ask him. I have a favor to ask of you.
Favor?
Something I've always longed for. Please. Please make me a lab mem.
What?
I've always been envious. I've wanted to hang out with you all as a fellow lab mem for so long now. but I could never quite find the courage to ask, until now. I'm not sure I'll be able to help with much, but what I could never ask for, what I could never do, not anymore. I have to have courage.
Lukako.
I have a long way to go before I can call myself confident. But I want to change that, little by little. Please, Okabe-san, make me a lab, ma'am. Okarin?
I see. I was planning on telling you after I got released, but Lukako, you've always been one of us for as long as I can remember. You've always been a lab man.
His voice and expression are gentle and inviting. That's why I... Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I struggle to keep myself from crying.
Happy, Luca!
Yay, now you're officially a lab ma'am.
Good news. It comes with these complimentary free little blue pills.
Yes, I'm so glad I had the courage to ask.
Huh. Let me say this make this perfectly clear, Lukako. You're strong. Stronger than you think you are.
I am?
Yes, you are.
Okabe-san. Just those words alone are enough to make me feel like I can grow even stronger.
Oh, and there's one other thing I have to tell you. My name is Hohen Kyoma. Never forget it. Carve it into your soul, kid.
Yes, Kyoma-san. The hot summer will soon come to an end, making way for the fall. It feels to me like lots of good things are just on the horizon. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Huh. That... I expect, given how much it focused on the idea of Luca having a woman's body being an inherently evil thing at the very beginning, I expected that to stumble more than it did.
Yeah.
I really, given how it was setting itself up, I really expected that to go into bed, but it didn't.
Yeah.
It made it legitimately oh, I can still be, I will still be happy as long as I get to live along with the person. Which, okay, that's valid, I suppose.
And I choose to believe we got that end scene. It's like, oh, by the way, Mayushi's getting me to go dress
Right?
up in frilly girl clothes in public
Right?
and so on. It's like,
And again,
okay,
this is canon material.
This is canon
here.
material.
This is official material. I don't know what else you want from me. All the Lucas not translators can just go fuck off now.
And Okarin's pivot over the course of this, and the fact that he has the memories from it and so on, leads me to believe that he's going to be a solid ally from here on out.
Listen, in a society where where Bridget's guilty gear can be trans, I want to imagine that when Steins God comes out, we'll get trans Luca arc.
Yeah, we haven't seen what happens further down this world line.
We haven't. Well, we've seen a little bit of what happens down the canon world line.
Not very far, though.
Not very, but we have seen a little bit in the future of it from other game. But it's ambiguous enough. Anyway, honestly, on the tier of all Luca stories we've gotten so far, I think Steins Gate, Luca End is probably the worst. Right. I think we could bottom tier that one. I'd say this one's like a strong B. It's got pretty good overall. Got some points it could work on. Mm-hmm. My Darling's Embrace was, I think, too goofy to really rate higher than a C. Right? Like it's a fundamentally goofy story.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all I got for you.
Yep.
See you next time, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.